Welcome to the World According to Jason. Today I'm with Baby Gurl Nene, and we are in Orlando, and we just went to Gideon's Bakehouse, and we're here to try out some amazing cookies. All right, I'm with Steve, the actual owner of Gideon's Bakehouse, and I mean, tell us how you got the idea for this shop.
Oh, wow. So I originally opened up Gideon's in 2016. There's only one other store. It's 286 square feet in a food hall called the East End Market. But I'll be honest with you, this is all an accident. Baking has always been my hobby. So when I say that I spent 15 years working on a chocolate chip cookie recipe, it's because when I was a little kid, I started baking and having fun, and it was just a lot of tinkering over a long period of time before I finally just finished it, and the universe just pushed me in this direction.
I mean, that's awesome, and you can tell there's a lot of love in these cookies.
It's super personal.
Yeah,
super personal.
This is my second time here, and like the first time I was just blown away. I couldn't believe how amazing these cookies were. Like they live up to the hype, which is so great.
Yeah, I mean, I try not to hype anything because I don't want your expectations to be raised. I just want you to have a nice, honest, pure experience with the cookies. But nothing's changed about the way I do these cookies, even on this giant international scale, than it was when I made them by myself in my kitchen. So every single cookie, cake, cold brew, it takes over 24 hours to prepare. It's all handmade, it's all scratch made. Between my two stores, I only have 1,600 square foot of retail, but there's 170 of us that make it happen every day. Because it's just hands. The only piece of equipment I use is a mixer because I'm not a dum-dum. Well, I am a dum-dum, but I'm not that dumb. And so it's just real, honest, scratch-made cookies that are, as you know, not lacking in ingredients.
That's true.
And it's the best stuff that I could find. There's just no corners cut, and I think all those little things make a difference. That's the beauty of being a small local business and not, a giant chain or cookie franchise. Like we're just your local home bakery that happens to be, out here on the international stage.
That's awesome. Where did the idea of like the monthly cookies come from? Is that something you've had from the beginning, or?
Yeah, pretty much. It's just I'm a creative brain. So I will learn. I've learned the hard way that I'll fall into fits of depression if I don't have some kind of creative forward momentum. So when I opened, I only had 5 cookies, and I wanted to have 6. So I created a different one, 6th one every month to kind of keep it fun and fresh for me.
That's great. Do you have a favorite month that you've had?
They're all my babies. The banana bread chocolate chip was January's limited edition last year. And that was the second cookie I ever tried to create, but I was never, ever, ever happy with it until 20 years later. I finally was like, this is it. So just today, I announced that cookie is now a permanent cookie. So now instead of having 4 cookies that are available all year round, I have 6. And there's a 7th cookie that's limited edition. So it's always been a limit of 6 cookies per person, and as of today, it's officially jumped up to 7 cookies.
Oh, nice.
Because I couldn't let the banana bread chocolate chip cookie go
That
away.
one was really, really good. Yeah, so I mean, you heard it first. 7 now, 7 is the limit. That's great. And then don't sleep on the cold brews. I had the peanut butter cold brew last time.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I almost died. It was so good. It was so good.
So that's a funny one because I never drank coffee, but I decided I wanted to try to come up with some fun coffee pairing. And I spent 7 years tinkering with the peanut butter cold brew. I worked with this little peanut farm in Georgia that was just roasting these peanuts for me in exactly the way that I wanted it. But it took me a long time to figure out how I wanted the peanut to be roasted and how I wanted the coffee to be roasted, the bean to be roasted. And I'm learning 2 different worlds and combining them together. And I really enjoy our cold brew because I think it really meets that intersection between hardcore coffee people and non-coffee drinkers. Like I found that happy place in the middle where everybody gets along.
Yeah.
And in life, that's almost impossible these days. So maybe that one middle ground that exists in humanity now is Gideon's cold brew.
Well, hey, I think you succeeded because I actually love that coffee.
I appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much for taking a couple minutes to talk to us.
Of course.
Everyone, as soon as you come to Orlando, come immediately to Disney Springs and come over here to Gideon's Bakehouse. Sometimes there's a long line, but they have a virtual queue, so you can go out and you can shop and do other stuff while you wait for your turn.
And I would say the line looks scary, but it's usually like once you get in the line, it's only about 15, 20
Yeah,
minutes.
it was really
the virtual wait could be 5 hours,
Yeah.
but when you're physically in the line, it moves faster than people think. Unless you see me here, because I talk to the line,
Yeah.
and I slow that.
Well, it was such a surprise to meet you. Thank you again for taking the time.
Yeah, and anybody that sees me out here at Gideon's, please say hello. I'd love to hear your story.
All right, so as you can see, we got a chance to meet the owner, and he was a super nice guy. Steve, if you happen to watch this, thank you so much for talking with us. It was really cool to learn a little bit about your store and all of their love and just personal experiences that have gone into making your cookies. So we got 4 different cookies. I also got 2 cold brew coffees, but those got devoured before we could get home from...
We've had a long day.
Yeah, a long week.
Long week.
It's been crazy. We've been like hitting up Disney parks and walking like 20,000 steps a day.
10 miles a day at least.
So, and as you can see, like Disney Springs was just like there was a never-ending sea of people. The line for the cookies today, when we got there, it was a 4-hour and 20-minute virtual queue. And then as soon as we got called back to go wait in line, like after our number was called, we overheard them telling the people behind us that it was a 5-hour wait now. So,
But that's okay, because you can go shop and eat and do whatever you want while you're waiting in your virtual queue. So
exactly, there's a lot to do in Disney Springs, and I don't think it will always be quite that busy. Today, it's New Year's Day, it's January 1st, so there's just like an insane number of people.
crazy number of people.
But I was super excited because every month at Gideon's they have a unique like cookie of the month that is only around for that month, and this month it was a cookie butter butterscotch cookie, and that was January's cookie, and it was there, so we grabbed that. I also got the original chocolate chip, the pistachio toffee, and the dark coffee cake cookie. And they also have like a couple of like souvenirs you can buy. Like we got these t-shirts, as you can see. This is the t-shirt that's like the monthly design for January. Look pretty
sweet.
cool, look pretty awesome. They have like cups as well. They also have cookie scented candles, which I'm sure are pretty awesome. But today we're gonna go ahead and get started with the one that started it all.
Did you want to mention about how he's adding this one cookie to his menu permanently?
Oh yes, we got a little scoop, if you saw in the interview.
A little exclusive.
A little exclusive, World According to Jason exclusive. Originally, before today, you were only allowed to get 6 cookies per person at a time, and that was because they had 5 like cookies that you can get no matter what, and then there was a monthly cookie, so there's a total of 6 different cookies at any one time, so you were able to get one of each if you wanted to. But the banana bread chocolate chip cookie was so popular, and that was the cookie of the month in January of last year, that he said, you know what, we're gonna make it a permanent staple on the menu, and we're not gonna take away a cookie, we're just gonna add another one. So now you have 6 flavors that are there all year round, and then every month there's a bonus flavor. So now you
7
can get
flavors.
7 cookies
Yeah.
instead of 6. So it's really, really cool. But we, as you know before, I've tried all of their staple cookies. Nene has not tried any of them.
Not tried one.
So we got 2 of the flavors that I loved the most from the past video that were on the normal rotational menu, and that is the original chocolate chip and the pistachio toffee cookie. We're gonna start with the one that started it all, and that's the chocolate chip. And Steve had explained that this recipe took him 15 years to perfect. And it started from when he was just baking as a hobby, like tinkering as a kid, just tinkering with the recipe over the years, just making tweaks until he got it just the way he wanted it to be. And so today we have that cookie, and each cookie weighs a half a pound.
They're massive.
They're so huge. So you can see, like, you don't really need a whole bunch of cookies, but it's so fun to try them all. So if you have friends to share with, that's gonna be the best. So let's go ahead and break into this cookie.
How are we gonna do this? It's so big. Are we just gonna take a bite each?
Oh, we just break it
Or are
in
we
half.
gonna like Lady and the Tramp? it like
Lady
we
and
did in our
Tramp, I don't
last
know.
video?
But let's break this off real quick. You can see how thick it is, and the cookie, the chocolate chips are not just on the top of the cookie; they're also in the cookie dough. So he does not like skimp on the toppings. There are toppings galore on this. It is so amazing. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna break off a little piece. And it also has sea salt on it too. So you get a little bit of a salt to help balance out
sweet,
like the
savory.
the immense amount of sweetness. But all right, you ready?
Yep.
Let's go in. Oh man,
Oh wow.
that
That's pretty amazing. Holy moly. Dang it. We need some milk.
oh no! And we drank all our cold brew. Well,
I don't think beer's gonna be the same.
make sure you get milk with these cookies. But I really love this cookie. It's kind of cakey, which usually I don't like, but it does have a little bit of a crispness to it, and those chocolate chips.
The center is just like, it's perfectly baked.
Yeah,
It's not like doughy or gooey. I mean, it's a very well put together cookie.
Very well, yeah, very well said. I mean, you can tell that he's spent many years kind of tweaking the recipe to get it just right. And the other cool thing about these are so Instagrammable. Like they look so
beautiful.
cool. Oh yeah, and the inside of the shop is really cool. It's kind of got like a Tim Burton-esque, like a gothic kind of a feel to it.
It's pretty cool.
All the employees are super friendly. It's really nice. So I don't know. This was a great way to start it. What did you think?
I think it's awesome. I mean, to be honest, I am not a huge fan of chocolate chip cookies, but this is by far probably the best chocolate chip cookie I've ever had. So,
And I love chocolate chip cookies. So this is,
broccoli, coconut, orange meringue.
no, doesn't sound good at all.
He could make it work.
He probably could. He is a genius, a mad genius. All right, well, next up we have the pistachio, toffee, and chocolate chip cookie.
This is probably out of the 4 cookies we got, this is probably the second most one I'm looking forward to.
This, I'm pretty sure this and the limited one that was like the cookie of the month for August, or it was a Taste of Florida, I think is what he said, and it was the candied orange peel walnut cookie. That one was epic. It was so good. But as you can see here,
Perfectly baked.
also perfectly baked, not shy with the toppings. Oh man, I love pistachios. Do you like pistachios?
Oh yeah,
They're so good.
and toffee.
And toffee. Well, you don't like chocolate chips.
But that's
that
okay.
much.
I mean, it's a mixture.
Yes, yeah. So, all right, going in.
Man. Oh my gosh. The toffee and the pistachio is just like perfect blend of salt and sweet and crunch.
And that just that delicious nuttiness from the pistachio, that salty nuttiness. I love the like contrast in textures from the
Chocolate.
pistachios, the chocolate, and then you have the dough, like
toffee.
the cakey cookie dough, and the toffee chips. Everything works so well together, and it's not.
There's sea salt on it too.
Yeah, there's sea salt, so you get a nice like little salty kick, and it's not like overwhelmingly chocolatey, which is what I really like.
Like I was a little bit worried it was going to be like super super sweet to where you couldn't eat it, but no, it's like fantastic.
So good,
Yeah.
so delicious.
I definitely need some milk.
All right, yeah, I know. I wish we just were not smart enough to plan and bring milk. So. All right, so our penultimate cookie is the dark coffee cake cookie, and this one, it's kind of unique. It's not always on the menu. It's on the menu every day, but only at sunset until they either run out or they close. And so this is the difference between this one and the regular coffee cake cookie is that they use a chocolate cookie base. So
It's going to be good.
yeah, it smells really delicious, looks delicious. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. All right, this one's a thick beast.
It smells so
It's
good.
a thickums, so let's give it a shot. Oh.
Man, that was a good cookie.
I really like that.
That's amazing.
It's
The
very
dark chocolate brings out different flavors than just a normal coffee cake.
Yeah, it's very fragrant, kind of aromatic. I think I still like the toffee one better, but this is like a really close second for me.
That's really good.
Yeah, really, really awesome. So I would definitely, if you get there, try to plan it like around sunset so you can get this cookie
Yeah,
because
for
it is so good. All right, last but not least, we have the exclusive January only cookie, and that is the cookie butter butterscotch cookie. It also smells very, very promising.
Yes, very.
And I like butterscotch, so I'm really cool. And I like cookie butter too, so let's just see how this,
You can't
this
go wrong.
tastes. Yeah. Oh, that smells so good. Oh man.
That is good. Holy mackerel.
That butterscotch is so awesome.
It's not overpowering. It's just like perfect flavor.
It's so good. And then the cookie butter, like the speculoos, like, oh, that tastes so good.
Man,
I love this cookie.
this is fantastic.
I think it's like a requirement for you to come this month because
Right now.
after the end of January, this cookie goes away. I don't know if it comes back every January. No, because last January
It was
the banana bread chocolate chip. So this is
good.
awesome.
Yeah, this is amazing.
This is really
You gotta
good.
come down right now.
Yeah, so Shawn, I think out of all 4 cookies, which was your favorite?
I'm gonna have to go with this one right now.
Really?
Yeah, I really like this one. It's got a lot of it's sweet and it's savory and it's a little bit different than the pistachio. It's got a little different like notes to it. I like the butterscotch. I'm a big butterscotch fan. So.
I know, me too. So I think my favorite is still like the pistachio toffee one. That one, like, I love pistachios. I love that kind of salty, earthy, sweet blend. But this is number 2 and like barely number 2. I mean, it is so good. I like wish this was on the menu like permanently because I don't live here, so I'm only able to come down a couple times a year at most. So this,
Well,
I wish I could get this each time.
I was lucky enough to be able to buy a few extra cookies that we aren't reviewing, and I'm also looking forward to the peanut butter.
The peanut butter crunch.
Crunch,
That one I did review.
yeah.
So if you haven't seen the first video, click. Is this the right corner? Click up here because there will be a link to see that video. But this, this was so much fun.
Yeah, thank you for like letting me try these cookies.
Of course, I'm glad you were able to like come down and try them. So this, again, link down below.
And I'm just glad to be in Florida when it's 80 degrees instead of.
Oh, instead of 100 degrees? Yeah, so definitely check the description box below. It'll have the address for this place, as well as, Steve, if you happen to see this, I know you said you don't like to watch reviews of your cookies because they're your babies, and I understand that. But if you do happen to watch this, thank you so much. It was so awesome to meet you. You have done an amazing job with these cookies. Well, folks, that's going to bring us to the end of this video. I sure hope you enjoyed yourself. I really did. Shawn,
Definitely. Oh, yeah.
again, thank you very much. If you happen to like this video, please make sure to hit the like button. It definitely helps the channel grow. Also, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification so as soon as new videos pop up, you're going to be the first to know about it. Let me know down below which cookie you think would be your favorite. And until next time, stay curious.